What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing very well. This is the first live stream watch along I have done for F1. So this is my new channel. This is SuperMayne Racing, where I do a lot of we'll be doing a lot of my streams for racing games, etc. But we'll also be doing a lot of watch alongs. So for today we had a little test one during the practice session. So hopefully we can we'll do one during the qualifying, and it will be pretty interesting. We've got a lot going on in F1 world as it stands right now, and it is an exciting time with all these new rules and stuff like that. So it's an interesting watch for people. So we've got, it's currently standing at the top of the standings from FP3 today, which was quite an interesting watch, was the Red Bulls of Max Verstappen. And we've also got Sainz and Leclerc and Hamilton sitting up there. Perez seems to be struggling a little bit, which is a bit of a strange one. So not sure what is going on there too much, should I say. But it's quite an interesting race because it's been forecast to be a Mercedes track, and people reckon that Mercedes are going to come good. But not really sure if that will be the case, if I'm honest. But I think you're going to have the same old Red Bulls and Ferraris sitting at the top of the tree. So we'll see. Let me know if the music's at the right level. If you want me to move the music, I will move that. But we're going to be we'll be going live. We're waiting. The countdown is on. There's about 10 minutes to go till the qualifying starts. And we've got the guys watching. I've got the feed on for Sky on my computer. It may be a little bit behind, and we'll try and keep up. And we may have a little bit of delay and dysfunction today. This is the first one we've done, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But we've got quite an interesting qualifying session coming up, I feel. No one really knows what the setups they should be using. No one really knows if it's a soft tyre. They've not got many tyre choices left. A lot of these teams, they've been throwing lots of different tactics and setups. We don't seem to have had any sort of steady balance as of yet. We've got Mercedes with lots of new upgrades, Ferraris with lots of new upgrades. We all know Sainz is probably going to be sitting near the back of the grid. But I'm not too sure what to expect, if I'm honest with you. We've got the Williams also sitting right in the mix with some new upgrades they've brought to this track, and it seems to be suiting them quite well at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on, and we'll report as it goes. As it stands at the moment, we've got a bit of a countdown going on. Yeah, so we're sorry about that. My wife just asked if I want anything from the shop. But yeah, we've got some interesting stuff. We've got Max Verstappen seems to be the fastest on the track at the moment. He wasn't having a good day yesterday, but today he seems to be a lot better, and he seems to be enjoying himself a little bit more to what he was yesterday, which is quite interesting actually, because we were. It seems to be the Ferraris that were on top yesterday, but today Verstappen's gone out there and absolutely blitzed everyone, and it seems to be quite a lot faster. His setup seems to be sorted from yesterday. He was struggling a little bit, and he said he was a little bit struggling, so the Red Bulls have gone away, obviously, last night, and they've done a little bit of work to get their car working properly. So we are in for quite an exciting session, because who knows? We don't know what Mercedes are doing at the minute, and we don't know if they're playing a little game. So people seem to think they're playing a little bit of a game, Mercedes, and they could be a little bit faster than what they actually say they are. But we'll see. I think in the coming moments what's going to happen. The countdown is on. We've got 10 minutes to go. I'm just gonna sorry guys, it's the family's talking outside the door, and I want to make sure you get no background noise from the family. Excuse me, I've just drunk a Red Bull as well, which doesn't actually probably help. We are just want to make sure the music's not too loud. And if it's even playing, is it even playing? Yeah, it seems to be playing. No, we'll see if that's right. So I think because I'm watching the Sky Go on my computer, I'm probably going to have a tiny bit of delay, and I think the statistics will probably update it quicker than what my Sky Go will on my computer. What we'll do is we'll flip between some of the messages going on the stream and stuff like that. So that should be quite good. We should get a good bit of interaction. We'll try not to break any copyright rules while we're streaming, because that could be a bit of a problem. But I think it's going to be an interesting qualifying session, as I said before. I think McLaren are not really up there. They seem to have a fairly decent car. They've got a bit of. They seem to have a little bit of a better car than what they've had, but I still think they're going to struggle. We've got the Alpines as well. They don't seem to be doing as well. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're going to have some interesting cars coming up, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll let you know as we go. We're very close to starting the French Grand Prix very shortly. Well, qualifying very shortly. 5 minutes away, the 5-minute countdown. Let me know who you think is going to be up there, and see. Let me know who you think is going to be up there, and let me know who you think is going to be qualifying at the top of the stream. We've got a few contenders. I think it should be interesting. I think it's going to be a really interesting race, qualifying session. Personally, for anyone who's a bit of a neutral, we could have any one of 4, 5 cars up there. And we know Sainz he's going to be at the back, but he's going to want to be out there. He's going to put a time in. We know he's going to put a time in, and we know he's going to be pushing hard, because he's got a lot of new upgrades on his car, a lot of new engine parts. So we'll be wanting to get that up to speed. So whether he's actually competitive, and he'd probably be sitting near the front of the grid, I'd imagine. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be good. I can see it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I'm 100% excited for this. So we'll see what happens. I say, as it stands, I can't see anyone competing with Verstappen. I think Verstappen is the one to beat as it stands at the moment. But you never know. We might be surprised. We may be surprised. Come on, Max. And come on, Lewis. I'd like to see Mercedes up there in the mix this weekend. It'd be great to see Mercedes up there in the mix. It'd be very interesting seeing them Mercedes in the mix right up there. We've got the next, hour, 45 minutes to an hour qualifying. It's going to be a really good one. And we're getting ready. The cars will be getting ready to be coming out. They'll be coming down the grid any time shortly. We're at the Paul Ricard circuit. Qualifying day. Yeah, boy. We've got Hungary next week. I think Hungary would be an interesting one. So Hungary is going to be very, very interesting. I think Hungary next week is going to be one of the ones that we're going to want to see what happens, because then we go away for the month's break, which will be very interesting. Month break coming up, so we've got 2 more races. Then I think we're at the halfway point now, anyway, aren't we? So let's see what we're going to do. Let's say, it'd be interesting to see what tyre choices we get as well. Tyre choices is a big thing at the minute. I am not sure what we're going to have for tyre choices. I'm going to load up on my other screen the F1 page as well. We'll get all the stats coming up, and we'll get the F1 page on my computer as well. We've got a stream on. We'll get the live timings up on the F1 page as well. We'll get the Sky Go up. We get it all up. We'll get it all up. We'll get it all on, and we'll work through it. We've got no Martin Brundle in the box this weekend, so I wonder if Martin Brundle's having a bit of a break. We'll pull the rest out with David Croft. David Croft loves it, doesn't he? David Croft loves it. David Croft absolutely loves it. So let's hopefully we're going to have a great session now. They're just rubbing it in now. They're in air conditioned. They're in an air conditioned commentary box at the moment. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. We've got everything up on the screen that we need to have up. We've got lots of little. I feel like a statistician at the moment, like with all these different things. Oh, I don't want to lose that. The only thing is that I don't like is I might have to get up on my Sky. Might have to put my Sky box in this room and get that plugged in for future races, just so I've got a bit more of a live feed. So going to be a bit delayed, I think, which could be a bit of a problem today. But maybe for the race tomorrow, we'll set the race up and we'll get that sorted. Right. Let us know who you think is going to be up there, guys. Let us know who you think is going to be up there. Let us know who you think is going to be up at the top of the grid today. Let's have a little look. I think we're going to end up having. Personally, I think we're going to end up having. I think it's going to be a Verstappen, Leclerc front row lockout. I potentially think we are going to have a Mercedes on the second row. Obviously, we will have a Mercedes on the second row, all being well when they finish qualifying today. I do think we're going to have a Mercedes in the second row of the grid this weekend, because we know Sainz is going to be starting from probably the back of the grid, because they're going to change. Ferrari have already said they're probably going to change more parts on his engine this week. And then I think we've also got a Haas as well that potentially will be at the back of the grid with them. So it should be interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. They're going to think, from what they're saying, we're going to have a lot of people getting a lap early. We've got Schumacher out on the track. We've got Vettel out on the track. We've got Gasly out on the track. So I think we're going to be, as I said, I'm going to be a little bit behind on the Leclerc's out on the track. I'm a little bit behind on the Sky feed. So I will report as best as I can. I've got the F1 website page up on the screen as well. We've got Mick Schumacher out. I hope Mick seems to have turned around a little bit of his fortunes recently, which I think is really good. Really good to see Mick Schumacher back out there and doing really, really well. So it'd be good to see these guys. This Haas team this year seems to have a great little car. Working car, which is, I think, is really, really interesting to see. But hopefully, let's say we're gonna have a lot of different teams in the mix, so it's going to be interesting. We'll let you know the standings. As I say, we've got Leclerc out on the track, we've got Perez out on the track, we've got Gasly out on the track, we've got Tsunoda out, Tsunoda. Got Lance Stroll out on the track, Mick Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, all out on the track as it stands at the moment. Plenty of them out on the track. They're all going. Max Verstappen looks like he's sitting in the pits, but he should be out shortly. The French fans are going wild. Absolutely wild, the French fans. For Charles and for Gasly. It's going to be interesting. We've got Mick Schumacher on his first flying lap right now. We've got Vettel starting his flying lap, and we've got Stroll starting his flying lap as well. So we've got a few people out on the track. We got no one. We got none of the top teams coming out as it stands at the minute. So we've not got no Max Verstappen out of the track at the moment. We have not got no Perez. We've not got no Hamilton. We've not got no Russell. We've got a few people getting out onto the track, so they're all slowly making their way out. But Leclerc seems to have gone out really early and he seems to have gone out to put a lap in pretty quickly. Currently on the TV, we are watching Gasly, I think, going around the track or coming in to do his first lap. So we'll keep you informed as to what we got going on right now. Claire's gone fastest in the first sector. Gasly. Here we go. So the first flying lap. First flying lap. We're watching Gasly on the TV currently as it stands. Mick Schumacher has just put in a 1:33. Not a bad time, 1:33.8. Followed by Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's just gone a little bit quicker. So I'm not sure. We've got Sebastian Vettel just done his first flying lap. 1:34, that's quite slow. Gasly's just done a 1:33. It's they're not super quick at the moment. I'm not sure. Leclerc 1:31, there we go. So we're down to the 1:31s already. I think we're going to end up being up there. So Leclerc's just put the first in. Perez has just put in a 1:32.3. So Perez is up there as well. It's not a bad lap from Perez, not a bad lap from Leclerc. Leclerc's probably going to be on the front row with Verstappen. He's going to be the one competing with Verstappen. We've not had... So Hamilton's out on the track, Verstappen's out on the track, Bottas is out on the track. Bottas is on a flying lap as it stands. Russell's out on the track. So we've got all these guys coming out on the track as it stands right now. Norris, Ricciardo is also out. The only people that have not come out as it stands at the moment is Sainz and Magnussen. Will they even put Sainz out on the track is the question, because he's going to be starting from the back of the grid. So not sure they will even bother putting him out on the track. It's not a bad... They'll probably save his engine, I imagine, wouldn't they? They will probably save his engine. Ocon's out. Ocon. So let's keep an eye on where Hamilton is at the moment. Hamilton's not started his lap yet. So Max Verstappen is on his first flying lap. Hamilton has just started his first flying lap. So is Hamilton doing... So where are we at the moment? So we have got them all going out, apart from K-Mag and Sainz, and I think both of them are going to be taking engine penalties. So I don't think we may not even see them. Probably won't, because they'll be starting back at the grid. So Verstappen on Sky has just started his first flying lap, but he is halfway round because I've got a little bit of lag on my Sky. Max Verstappen has done a green sector 1 and a purple sector 2, where the red ball seems to be the quickest at the moment, which is quite impressive. Can he nail it, Verstappen? That is the question. So we are he's coming up to sector 3 right now. So where is he going to be on sector 3? Oh, has it been wiped? No, 131.8. 131.8. So he has not gone as quick. Norris has put in a 132 as well. So Norris is not a bad lap for Norris as it stands. That's pretty good. Lando Norris 132.6. Bottas a 133.0. Hamilton only with a 133.0. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Russell with a 133.1. Not as competitive as what they were in Austria, are they? As it stands. Interesting. The Red Bull does look looks very quick, but again, are they going to be pushing it hard enough? Hard? Are they just going to? What's going to be the cut-off time? The 15th. But a minute is they're only at 134 down to Vettel, so Vettel had a really slow lap. I don't know. I reckon it's going to be around the 132s. 132's got to be the cut-off time. Hamilton's had a terrible lap. You're looking at Hamilton on the TV now, and the car looked all over the place. Not sure what's going on there. Not sure what's happening there. Have they got the same wing on there, Russell and Hamilton? Norris has done a very good lap. Norris has put himself right in the mix. Perez is still nearly, well, is still quite a way behind Verstappen. He's a bit better than what he was earlier, but he's been lapping about a second slower all weekend as it stands. So it's a interesting one. So Carlos Sainz has gone out. Carlos Sainz has gone out. Yeah, so I think it sounds like they're going to try and get Sainz into a position where he can be good in the race later on tomorrow. So we're going to have to probably just see what happens there as it stands. Got Alonso and Ocon. See, even Alonso is down in the 132.8. Ocon, what's Ocon going to put in? 133. 133.3. So Ocon is quite a way off of where Alonso is. Alonso's just done a pretty good lap. He's still about a second down on Leclerc's time. I can't see. Imagine we're going to see Leclerc much more than what we are now. Checo just blocked Verstappen. And that's Lewis getting blocked as well. So Lewis has been blocked too. So we've got a few people blocking each other as it stands at the moment. They're all trying to put a quick lap in. I mean, there's still a big gap from Leclerc down to Hamilton. You look at, or even Russell is a 1.4 second gap. So it's still quite a way off. It's a lot of, quite a big gap. We've got around 6 minutes of qualifying 5 minutes of Q1 left. So I think you're going to see Sainz is on a lap at the moment. Where does he put himself, even though he's on a... So there we go. So 132.2 for Sainz. Leclerc's having a moan for a change on the radio. Leclerc's having a little bit of a moan on the radio as he It's quite interesting. This Leclerc's having a right. He doesn't like the fact Sainz is up there at the minute, challenging with him, and I can see that he's not really happy with the way it's going right now. Sainz has just done a really good lap, so he is 132.2. So we got Verstappen on a 131.8, Leclerc on a 131.7. We're going to have a right scurry of cars come out, I think, in the next couple of minutes to try and just... I think it's going to be a 132 cut-off the way it's going. So at the moment, I think anyone beyond Bottas, you don't get a better lap, I think you're going to be in trouble. I think you're honestly going to be in trouble. I can't see... I cannot see that the time is going to be a 1:33 as a cut-off time for 15th. Interesting. Just looking at the stats as it stands at the moment, we've got from Bottas all the way down to Latifi in 18th or Vettel in 19th. We're all on a 1:33. It's less than a second separating them guys, so we're going to be at a 1:32 for a cut-off. I'm 100% sure. It's not going to be a high 1:32 lap time. I cannot see anyone on the 1:33 is going to be. I might be wrong, but they seem to be speeding up right now. So we're just keep an eye on this and see what's going on. Everyone is in the pits as it stands right now. No one is. Is anybody out on the track? So they're all now jumping back out on the track. So we've got 4 minutes 10. So I think you're going to see we're in around the just over the 2 minute mark. Here we go. They're all out. Hamilton's trying to get himself out quickly. Hamilton's out near the front. Both Mercedes are out quickly. I think they're going to try and get in a lap pretty quick. So we've got everybody now coming out on the track. I think they're potentially in the knockout zone, Mercedes. Personally, think they're in the... I do think they are going to be in the knockout zone. There's a lot of people in the... Currently, we've got Magnussen. He's not going to be going out on the track. We've got Vettel, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, and Zhu all in the dropout, in the drivers at risk. Oh, and Stroll. Stroll is going to be down there. Magnussen, he's coming out. Magnussen is out on an out lap, so he's coming out for a quick lap. He hasn't done a lap yet. So Magnussen's out now on the track. Joe Guan Yu, come on. So we've got them all out on the track. We'll let you know when they start doing their flying laps. So Latifi's on his. Joe Guan Yu, Albon, Hamilton, Gasly, Russell. They're all starting at their laps now. Have they given themselves enough time if they want to go for a second run straight after? Will they do that? They're saying on Sky 33.1 should see you through, but that is on the limit. I think they're going to be a bit quicker. I do think they're going to be a bit quicker. So let's see what we start getting. Excuse me. So we have got them all going. So Latifi is coming round for his quickest lap. Joe Guan Yu's on his fast lap. We're watching him on Sky. As I said, we're a little bit behind on the Sky TV as it stands. So I'll let you know as it goes on what's happening. We've got all the timings on the screen. Oh, Guan Yu's nearly gone off the track. Oh, he nearly lost it. Wow. Oh, he nearly. Oh, I thought he was a goner then. Fair play to him. That was. He absolutely put his foot flat to the floor there. That was unbelievable. He's got 40 seconds. Oh, Latifi's off. Is that or is that Albon? It's Latifi. Hamilton. Oh, Hamilton's had to slow down because of that. Hamilton's had to back out. So is Hamilton going to be safe? That is the question. Joe Granew's out. Joe Granew's out. So at the minute, Stroll. So Russell, has he improved? Russell has not improved. How are they so much more slower this week? Is that unbelievable? So Alex Albon's probably going to be on the limit as it stands right now as well. Mick Schumacher. So Mick Schumacher stays where he is. Stroll just on the edge. Mick Schumacher goes 10th fastest. Well done, Mick. It seems to have frozen. So Mick Schumacher, I think his time's been scrubbed. I think Mick Schumacher's had his time scrubbed. Oof. Ricardo's had his time deleted as well. Chat limits. Come on, guys. Interesting. So Mick Schumacher is in the bottom 5. Latifi's in the bottom 5. Joe Graneu, Stroll, Pierre Gasly on his home track is also out of the qualifying. Unfortunately. So Gasly, unfortunately, has been so Mick Schumacher, unfortunately, although he went top 10, has been knocked out. Terrible. Didn't do a great job. Pierre Gasly, unfortunately, out. 16,000 of a second. Wow. So he just said on Sky. Very interesting. So what else have we got? So Ricciardo just about stayed in, and Alex Albon's made it. Well done, Alex. It's good to see. Alex Albon has made it through to Q2. The Mercedes are not performing where we thought they would be performing at the moment. So Q1, we have got Leclerc 131.7, Max Verstappen on 131.8, Sainz on a 132.2, Perez 132.3, Lando Norris put in a really respectable 132.6. K-Mag, even though I think he's not doing, he's trying to save his car, 132.7. So that has proven to be a very good car still. Fernando Alonso 132.8, Bottas a 133.0, Hamilton a 133.0. George Russell with a 133.1. Vettel with a 133.2. Ocon with a 133.3. Tsunoda with a 133.3. Ricardo 133.4. Albon with a 133.4. So, and then unfortunately for Gasly, we're talking 15 tenths or 16 tenths of a second. So unfortunately, them guys are well out of it. Well out of it. That's what we want to see. Guys, don't forget, welcome to the stream. This is the first of many live watch-along streams that I'll be doing on this channel. We are just having a little bit of fun. Hope you're all doing very, very well. So we'll be going into a Q2 very shortly. We have got another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes coming up. So Leclerc only done, I can never say his name properly. Still, Leclerc done 5 laps in that last one. Verstappen done 5, Sainz done 3, Perez done 8 laps. Bottas done 7, Vettel done 9, Russell done 6. Be interesting to see if they can get any more out of that Mercedes. Are they saving it? Not sure what's going on there. Interesting. They Haas are contesting the Mick Schumacher time scrub off as it stands right now. So Haas are having a little bit of a word and saying, come on, guys, this is a little bit unfair. They're getting the Haas ready to run because they think he's going to be back out. So we are go again, and we are back out on the track, I think. And we have got Hamilton out on track straight away. Russell's out on track as well. Tsunoda's out on track. Albon's out on track. Vettel's out on track. So Mercedes are trying to get a time in quickly before anyone blocks them. It seems to be. There seems to be a bit of blocking going on. They're not overly happy. So we have got they're looking. He's Schumacher's cut the corner way too much. I don't see how they're going to let him back out on the track. Sorry, Mick. You're literally on the curb. He's nearly clipped the bollard. So Norris is out on the track as well now. With Hamilton, Russell, Vettel, Albon, Tsunoda. They've got to get and Leclerc is also out on the track. So let's see what happens now. So yeah, we get no, he didn't. They're talking about Mick Schumacher still on Sky and how he did not need to be that far over. He's pushing the limits a little bit too much there, I feel. He didn't need to be that far over. So what we're going to have here, so we have got Hamilton has just done the fastest third sector so far. That can't be right. No, that's not right. He's sorry. I'll take that back. So Hamilton and Russell are now on their flying laps. Hamilton's done the quickest first sector. Is that out of everybody so far, or is that just today? Lando Norris, Russell. What we got? It's confusing when you've got a stream on your computer and you're a little bit behind where you need to be. So we have got Hamilton doing the quickest second sector as well. 28.5. So Hamilton's he's on a pretty quick lap. So we'll see how this lap comes in. Lando Norris has done the quickest first sector. But we have got Lando Norris has done the quickest second sector. Norris is flying. Absolutely flying. Russell's just put in the quickest first sector. So Hamilton's just only done a 1:33.3 again. What have they changed on Hamilton's car to be making him go this slow? It doesn't seem right. Just doesn't seem right. 1:33.3 is. Leclerc's just done a quick second sector. Verstappen's just done the quickest first sector. It's got to be. They look like they've changed the wing again on Hamilton's car. The rear wing. It looks like they've changed it from the wing they run in practice. Doesn't look quick at all. I don't know. Just it doesn't look right. So Leclerc's just done a 1:32.5. Norris 1:32.7. Norris is putting in some great times at the moment. Norris is the McLaren upgrades seem to be working really, really well. Mercedes seem to have gone backwards this week, so I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on there? Hamilton is not doing well. Perez has just done the quickest lap, 1:32.1. Max Verstappen comes in with a 1:31.9. So Verstappen is still. That Red Bull is going very quick in the first and third sector. It's not going it's not the quickest in the second. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We've got a clerk just come in with another 1:32.5. They're not. This could be a Red Bull front row lockout. The Mercedes actually do not seem like they're going to be. Their qualifying pace has been terrible all year, and then the Austria, you look like they were going to be back up there. Now they've gone backwards again. These little upgrades they've brought in do not seem to be doing anything. And at the moment, I would say that Hamilton and Russell are both at risk of being eliminated from Q2. We've got 8 minutes left as it stands. Magnussen has just done a 1:33.1. So Magnussen, he's put himself into 5th place. That's a great lap from the Haas again. He's driving really well, Magnussen, this year, and I've got a lot of time and a lot of respect for him, because the driver who didn't have a seat at the beginning of the year and has taken the opportunity to take that seat, and he is driving extremely well. Sainz has just done a 22.6 in the first sector. So Sainz is out there. Max Verstappen has got the quickest third sector. Sainz has just gone even quicker in the second sector, 27.9. So Sainz, considering he's taking a grid penalty, he's doing a pretty good job, and he's gonna be pretty quick. So do Ferrari gamble and change more engine parts and put him right at the back of the grid, or does he just take the grid place penalty? Is the question at the moment. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Sainz has just done an absolute cracking lap so far. Car looks really well. So he's done a 40.4 in the third sector. He's just done a 131.0. So he has just done. He's nearly a 800 tenths of a second faster than Verstappen. That's a brilliant lap by Carlos Sainz. That Ferrari is really handling really well. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's a great lap by Carlos. So he's on the new. So Sainz is on a set. Was on a set of new tyres as well. He's showing. He just handles so well going into the corners. That Ferrari looks fantastic. Looks absolutely fantastic. He has done a fantastic lap. Even the French fans applauding him with that lap. It's a great lap. So we have got 5 minutes left. But I don't think Hamilton is happy. I think the Mercedes are at risk here, being knocked out. Projected knockout time 1:33.1. 9 tenths faster. I can't see. He's looking good. He's looking in the zone for Sainz. Looking really good. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal bit of driving. Phenomenal bit of driving by Carlos. What have we got? They try. I think they're going to try and give. I don't know. They don't know. They're just talking about Mercedes, and they just do not know what is going on in that Mercedes garage. I'm not sure what's going on. The upgrades that they're brought in just are not working. It just doesn't seem right. It just. Russell on the radio. Lewis, what are you going to do, mate? Come on. I want to see Lewis and George up there with Max and Perez. It'd be great to see all them guys up the top of the the grid. That'd be amazing. We'll see what happens now. I can't see. At the minute, I cannot see what is going to happen. Carlos Sainz has put in an absolutely fantastic lap. That's interesting. So Mercedes, as I just said on Sky, Mercedes have never gone this far into the season without a top 3 start. It's going to continue. They're just absolutely. They're not. They've done something to the car, and they've changed that car quite astronomically. And I'm not sure what they would have done, but it's not looking great at the moment. That's a serious amount of time deficit. That's a serious amount. I mean, the Mercedes, it's clearly not as quick as the Ferrari. Corners, it doesn't seem to be hitting the corners or the straights. It's losing time on the straights, I think. So what we got now? So they're projecting a 133.1 on the Sky. He's a knockout. So anyone up to Magnussen at the moment is in trouble potentially. I mean, Russell and Hamilton definitely in trouble. I think you've got Norris and even Ricardo's put in a decent 133.1. Just looking through the standings as it is at the moment. So there are some interesting times. So what have we got here? So Hamilton's just gone, the fastest he's gone so far is a 22.9 in the first sector. Where are we now? So let's keep an eye on Hamilton's times. He's still 2/10 off of Leclerc's final time. And you've got, who else there? Perez has just not done a great outlap. Hamilton's just done a personal best 28.3. As I said, I think you're going to need a 130. So Sonoda 132.8, Ricardo 132.9. This is what I'm saying. 133.0 to Ocon. So Hamilton needs a decent third sector. What's he got? So Hamilton has just done a 132.2. So what? Oh, Mercedes. Well, have Mercedes been a little bit cautious and just trying to get through these rounds and not trying to show all their cards? Russell's just done a 132.6 as well. So the Clerk's just done a 131.2. So he's done a second fastest. So that's a good time. So I think that's a pretty good. That's interesting. We've got a few interesting times coming in all of a sudden. That's Daniel Ricciardo's outside of it at the moment, and the times are going in. What we got here? So it's all going on. So Ricciardo's out. Hamilton's top 5. Ricciardo's out. Alonso 6th. 132.6. That's a great time from Alonso. I think I wonder if they've had the Mercedes dialed down a little bit just to keep everybody on their toes a little bit. That's what I'm wondering. It looks like they've had everybody. It looks like they've had people, the car dialed down a little bit, the Mercedes, because they've just gone out there and not quite a bit of time off their best times. So still Carlos Sainz throwing in a great lap, a 131.0, with Charles Leclerc doing a 131.2. Max Verstappen a 131.9. Perez a 132.1. Hamilton with a 132.2. So we have got some. We've actually got a little bit more out of the Mercedes all of a sudden. So what are Mercedes up to? Are they trying to be a little bit clever and not show all their cards, and then they're going to go into Q4 and turn that car right up? I don't know. They've been saying all week that Mercedes have got some more engine power. Is that the truth, or is that just going to be is it all lies? But I still think the Red Bull and the Ferraris are a lot quicker than what we think they are. So let's keep an eye on the Ferraris. We're into Q3 and we've had a lot. The times are very close. I'm not going to lie. The times are very close. Everybody down to Alex Albon. There's much of a second, not even a second, separating what, 15th to 4th. Looking at that, am I looking at that right? Yeah, 15th to 4th, just over a second. That's not on this track. That's not bad. That Williams has improved massively. They've brought some upgrades to this track, and that Williams looks really good. Unfortunately, Latifi not so good, but I think we've got some interesting. We're going to have an interesting Q3, and this could be really interesting, especially with Carlos Sainz putting in some great laps. We'll see where that puts him in the overall. I'm not sure what we're going to get. Yeah, but at the moment it is it's building up to be a very interesting Q3. So we've got 10 minutes to come. Q3. I actually thought at one point that we was going to lose the Mercedes, because the Mercedes have been very poor, but they've come through. Good to see the Alpines are sitting up there. Well, anyway, Alonso, Mr. Reliable, getting in there, and K-Mag. I think K-Mag's done an absolutely fantastic job with that Haas, and he is driving the socks off of that car. I've got to be honest, I don't know what upgrades they've had, if any, this week. I don't think they're due to have any upgrades till after Hungary, from what I've heard. They're going to probably end up taking more engine penalties as well, they were saying, so sure. The McLaren of Lando Norris looks very good, and it's looking very competitive, although he's down in 9th at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see where they get to. We've got an interesting Q3 to come up. So Ricciardo looks like they're keeping him in his car for some reason. So what they're saying? I know he had a track deletion, and they're trying to do what Mick Schumacher done earlier. So unfortunately for him, that's not what's going to happen. He's not going to be getting any more time. He's not going to be getting any more. No more qualifying for you, Ricardo. Might as well jump out your car, go and have an early shower. Right. I think the Ferraris look phenomenal this weekend. They're doing really great. Nico Rosberg's talking about how Ferrari was struggling in the race simulation on Sky right now. We know Ferraris this year have been very, very good, and they're not going to. I don't think you're going to see much else. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see what happens here. So what we got? Right, 12 minutes Q3. We're going to be starting any moment now. Let's see what we've got. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys? I'm going for. I still think Max has got something in his bag, and he's just getting himself through like he does. They'll turn that Red Bull right up now. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting lap. I hate the fact this my Sky feed on my Sky Go is a little bit behind today. For the race tomorrow, we will make sure the Skybox is plugged in and we're not got so much of a delay, because at the moment the timings on my screen are coming in before the pictures on the Sky, which is quite frustrating. So it's a bit annoying, but hey, we are where we are. We deal with the technology we've got at the moment, and we'll keep on going. So Perez, what we got for lap times? So what are we thinking for the final lap times here? I'm thinking we're going to break the 131s, and I think we'll be into the low 130s. I can't see. Will they get down to the 129s? There's 129.9 maybe. I can't see him knocking a second off there. Can't see him knocking a second off. Right, we've just started Q3. The countdown is on. So who have we got going out on track right now? Ferrari has gone straight out. Perez, the Red Bulls are both straight out. So you've got Ferrari, Red Bull out on the track as it stands. So they are both out. They are about to leave the pit lane. They're getting out early. Are they going to set a time, get back to the pits? Are they going to try and set signs up for Leclerc to give them a tow? That is the interesting thing. So Alonso is out as well. Hamilton it's not gone out. Sonoda's out on track as it stands. Who else we got going out? That's it at the moment. The Mercedes haven't gone out just yet. Norris hasn't gone out neither as of yet. I think there'll be any moment now. Mercedes have left the pit lane. So both Mercedes have left together. I think you're going to start seeing now as the season goes on the experience of Hamilton starting to outperform Russell, especially if the car's starting to come to Mercedes as they think it is. So Mercedes have gone out on used tyres. Sainz is on a used set of tyres as well. What are they up to here, these teams? Are they going out to set a time? They've got a set of brand new tyres waiting. They'll go back, put them on. They're worried about the tow. So Sainz just looks like he's going to give Leclerc a tow. Interesting. Interesting. Come on. This will be interesting. Right. So looks like Perez has started his flying lap now. So Perez is on his first flying lap. Alonso's just behind him. And then you have got Alonso, Tsunoda, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Norris. They're all sitting behind each other. They're all going to try and get a tow. Let's see what happens. Excuse me, apologies for that. Right, so as it stands, Leclerc has just gone fast in the first sector, 22.6. Perez has gone fastest in the second sector. So what have we got here? Hamilton has done a personal best in his fifth sector. So what are we going to get? 22.9. So we've got a 22.6 for Leclerc. Leclerc's lost a bit of time in the second sector. Not sure what's happened there. Not sure what's happening there. So we have got 131.6 from Perez just come in. 131.2 for Leclerc. So he's got a bit of a slipstream from Sainz. 131.6, 131.2 from Verstappen. 133.4 from Alonso. 133.4, 33.6. Difference at the minute. Hamilton just puts in a 132.4. That's on a used set of softs. So that's not a bad lap by Hamilton. Norris again, 132.6. I wonder if Norris could creep up onto the second or third row here. That'd be interesting. That's going to be an interesting one. Russell's done a 132.4. So the two Mercedes literally tenths of a second apart from each other. That's a pretty tight time. It's we are very close. So we are very close. That is interesting. So we've got Russell and Hamilton that have done 2 good laps. Have Mercedes been a bit crafty? Yeah, have Mercedes done a crafty one? That's what they're talking about on Sky. Was Leclerc and was Verstappen on a new set of tyres? Carlos Sainz. Is he going to put on? They reckon he's going to put on a new set of tyres. So we've got 5 minutes left. So they'll be in the pits. They'll be in and out of the pits as quick as possible. And then they'll be away. So he's got a great slipstream. They're showing a replay on Sky of it. Sainz slowed down and gave Leclerc quite a good slipstream. So let's see what they're going to do. So we're now into the business end of qualifying. Is being on pole important in this circuit? Will we see a lot of overtaking? That is the question. That is the question. Not sure. Will we get? We're in the business end now, right? This is the best. This is what we've all been waiting for. They've got all new tyres going on. All of them are going to have all new tyres being put on now. There's a lot of action. So they're gonna put in. Perez has just done a fairly decent time, so he's back up there now. So they've done a little bit to Perez's car, I think, to get him back into the game, as they say, back into the game. Guys, welcome to the stream. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Welcome. This is going to be a new thing for my channel, and I'll be doing this very regularly. The Formula 1 live streams, and we're doing qualifying, we're doing races. We might do the odd practice session if I'm about. It's going to be difficult because obviously I have to work as well. So, but we will do the qualifying and the races. We've got the race tomorrow. We'll get a stream scheduled. So welcome. Right, we've got them all out on the track now. Everybody's gone out. So used tyres for Sainz. Used tyres. So new tyres for Tsunoda. Used tyres Sainz. Leclerc new tyres. Verstappen new tyres. Alonso new tyres. New tyres. New tyres. New tyres. Mercedes have not left the pits, or they're just leaving the pits now. So we've got a lot of. The only person who's on new tyres is Sainz. Out of everyone who's gone out, Sainz has not put new tyres on. So are they saving them for the race tomorrow? They're going to give they're going to set him up. So Sainz is going to give Leclerc a good slipstream. That's what they're going to do. They're gonna make sure Sainz gets himself into a great position to give Leclerc a good slipstream here. So this will be interesting. Interesting moment. So what is he going to do? So we've got Perez coming around to start his flying lap with Tsunoda. Alonso is just slowed down a little bit. He could be a bit of a problem. He's got to give himself a little bit of space, Sainz, from Alonso, just to get so they don't catch him up. What they don't want to do is they don't want to be catching him up. So it's going to be interesting. So they're back. Alonso is backing up and he's just started his flying lap as he goes. Perez is on his flying lap. Mercedes right at the back, behind Hamilton, sitting behind Verstappen. So what are Mercedes going to do? This is the interesting one. Will Mercedes pull something, a rabbit out of the bag, rabbit out of the hat, should I say? Right, we've got them starting. So what we got here? So Perez, what have you done? 22.7, Alonso a 23.1, Tsunoda a 23.3 in the first sector so far. Sainz, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Leclerc's just done a 22.6, so he's gone fastest out of everybody. First purple sector for Leclerc. Can't say his name properly. I really struggle. It's ridiculous. Sorry, Charles. I'll call you Charles. Right. What else have we got here? Sainz has done a really slow lap, but I think they'll give him a catapult. I think Sainz will slow down and somehow catapult him. So we have got 27.9 for Charles in sector 2. Perez has done a 133.3. So 131. So has Perez bettered his time? No, he hasn't. Well, he has a little bit. He has a little bit. So Perez has a little bit. 138 for Leclerc. That's a great lap. Perez 132.5. So what's the Mercedes doing as it stands? Mercedes goes through. So Hamilton 131.7. Russell, what's he going to do? Russell 132.1. So Hamilton is on the second row as it stands. That's it, I think. Tsunoda, yeah, I think that's it. So we have got Charles on the front row, 130.8. Verstappen second, 131.1. I was going to say 131.7, 131.1. Perez at 131.3. Hamilton at 131.7. Norris at 132.0. So Norris has jumped up to 5th. Unbelievable. So Norris has jumped up to 5th place. Well done. Knew that McLaren had something in it this weekend. Mercedes were doing something to their car. They were just getting through the sessions. Alonso 132. So Alonso 7th. Tsunoda 8th. Magnussen didn't even put a time in on the 10 on the Q3. Fair play to him. Tsunoda 132. So Tsunoda might have had his time deleted as well. And Alonso. That's interesting. Very good. So we have got, so that is the qualifying for tomorrow. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you're thinking about the race tomorrow. I think the race is going to be very, very interesting tomorrow. We got a good setup because we got Sainz starting back with a grid penalty. So we've got a Mercedes up there. We know the Mercedes race pace has been good recently. So that is good to see. We've got Perez, so we know, and we've got Norris in the mix. Having Norris in the mix, what a great thing to see that. Just looking at what the times are. I think tomorrow's race is going to be a brilliant race. We've got a real good mix-up. Old Charles is at the front like normal. Verstappen second, so we've got a good race into the first bend. Perez and Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Alonso, Tsunoda, Sainz, Magnussen. Let us know what your thoughts are, guys. Let us know where you think the race is going to go tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with some more live Formula 1 watch along. But for now, take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. Don't forget the like and subscribe button if you want to see more of this sort of content. I will see you tomorrow for the